We're here for G3 at the Copper Box Arena, an iconic venue, slap bang in the middle of the Olympic Park. For us at Gfinity, it just felt right to bring the best world-class esports athletes into that venue.
It motivates everyone. They want to be winning in front of that massive crowd, and it's great to have that sort of level of support.
And now you've got this huge venue here in London, which is massive, and sort of really get to grips with the esports scene and what it's all about.
It's bonkers really, because we're in a massive sporting arena with 4 games, thousands of spectators and an amazing atmosphere.
It's great to be able to see all their faces, kind of like a wall of fans. So I think it's a great location that Gfinity have actually picked for this event.
Gfinity are really rivaling the biggest tournaments that are out there, and the event here today for Gfinity 3 is just on a great scale. Gfinity are doing a fantastic job.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
League of Legends is a fast-paced, competitive game combining the tactical intensity of a real-time strategy with the character development and ability-based combat of an RPG. 2 teams of 5 battle it out with one ultimate goal: to push into the enemy base and destroy their nexus. You control a powerful champion with a unique set of abilities. Since every game starts fresh at level 1, you get the chance to play a wide range of roles and champions from game to game. Each champion has a distinct play style and can fulfill different roles on a team. Fighters get up close and personal with their opponents. Mages cast powerful spells from afar. Tanks hold down the front lines. With over 100 available champions, things get even more interesting as the many possible team compositions come together. Because to destroy the Nexus and take the win, you're going to need a little help from your friends. Across the map are a number of objectives that your team will have to bring down on the way to victory. There are 3 paths to the Nexus, known as lanes. In each lane, minions for both teams push forward in waves. When killed by players, minions grant gold and experience. Experience lets you level up your abilities, and gold can be used to purchase items that enhance various aspects of your champion. Each lane also has a set of static defenses, 3 turrets and an inhibitor. Turrets are dangerous when attacked alone, but taking them down will bring you one step closer to the Nexus. Destroying an inhibitor floods that lane with more powerful minions to aid you in your push. In between the lanes lies what's known as the jungle. Here you'll find neutral monsters that grant gold and, in some cases, special buffs when slain. But most dangerous of all are your opponents, who could be lurking around any corner waiting for you to make a wrong move. Grouping up to push down a turret, roaming the map for kills, plotting an ambush from the jungle. League is a game of teamwork and strategic depth, and there are many paths to victory. Working together to break the base and destroy the Nexus is just one of the things that keeps players coming back. There's always some aspect of your game to improve. New champions to learn. New item builds to experiment with. New plays to make. A sophisticated matchmaking system places you in games with players of the same skill level. Whether you're brand new or a veteran pushing for promotion into the next tier of ranked competitive leagues. The highest matchmaking tier, Challenger, offers the most talented players a direct path into the professional esports scene, where the upper limits of competitive play are pushed to new heights every week. With multiple game modes, frequent balance updates, and new champions coming out on a regular basis, League is always evolving and growing. New champs, new friends, new strats. Every game starts at level 1, and every game's a new experience. See you on the fields of justice.
Each time I watch that video, I just realise more and more how pretty League of Legends it is. You know, the champions, so much variation, it's an awesome game, and that's what we're playing today. And everyone in the crowd has an opportunity to play like a professional in a booth against other people, headsets, sweaty communication, you know, just trying your heart out. And, you know, who wants to try some of that right now? Nice. But before that, the important topic of t-shirts. Who likes t-shirts? Nice. It's going to be 2 to the left, 2 to the middle, and 2 to the right. All right, so left-hand side, make some noise. To the very back. Nice, good catch. To the middle, make some noise. Wicked. And to the very right, make some noise, make some noise. All right. And this time, when I'm picking people from the crowd, I'm going to make sure some people at the back get some love too, because they've been ignored a bit. And we want to make sure we get everyone. Middle, make some noise. Nice. And the last one, over to the right. Right. There we go. Wicked. Right, who's ready to play some League of Legends? Okay. I'm going to start off on the left. You in the red t-shirt. Down in. Wicked. And remember, when you come, please come around the outside, just for health and safety reasons. If you start off on the left-hand side, good luck. Look like a serious man, like you're ready for battle. Nice. Some from the middle. You there in the middle, behind you, wicked. If you go to the booth on the right, find some people on the right-hand side. Throw it back. Please, come this way. No, afro, sorry my friend, sorry. I think there's only one man with an afro there and he's coming now. Wicked. Come to the left-hand booth. Left one. Nice. Left-hand side again. Who from the left-hand side wants to play? Yeah? You there, sir. Slightly to the middle, but he's been waiting a long, long time. I have noticed that. Dedication. All right. Head on over to the right-hand side booth. Good luck, good luck. It's time to prove your worth. All right, who from this section? Now you've got like a gang of followers, so getting in here. All right, we're gonna go to the very right again. Once our friend comes round, let him come through. Okay, we've got 3 space over here. Do you want to head over, I think, to the right? Nice, mix up. Who over from the right-hand side? All right, you at the front. Come on in, come on in. Everyone else is going to be picked from the back because everyone at the front has been getting picked a lot. Don't worry, we're doing it for the rest of the day, so don't worry. There, you, sir. Nice. Wicked. So if you go to the left-hand booth, if you go to the right, yeah. How many have we got in here? I think that's 4. And then we've got 3 here. Who wants to go to the left-hand booth? All right. Yeah, you're jumping up. He's got a piggyback ride. You can't refuse that. We've got 2 spaces left. Let's wait for our friend to come through fast. Are there any ladies that want to play right now? Give some love. Give some love to the ladies. Hey, you've already played. Have you already played? All right, and then come in. There's so many Teemo chats. It just feels like they've all played. Are there any other women that would like to play? Any other women? Any others? Would you like to play? Would she like to, or are you putting it on her? It looks like you're putting it on her. She doesn't want to play. No women at all? All right, fair enough. Okay. No, you've already played, mate. All right, there, you mad, bro. Come on, you're not mad anymore. That's all 5 for each team. You're going to the left. But remember, don't worry, you will be able to play in the next matches if I see you. There we go. Nice. To the left. Best of luck. About it. Going to hand it over to a wonderful matching shirt. Casters. Beautiful. Best of luck in the competition, everybody. Casters.
Hello there, welcome back, and it's Sona and Scoundrel here to take you through this game of the Gfinity Feel Like a Pro gaming tournament we've got going on here. All these guys got up on stage, going to get into Champ Select fairly soon. Going to give the ready the fact that we're ready to go.
We're always ready to go.
How's your day been, Sona? Because honestly, I've had a great day.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I mean, we both got up about 5 o'clock this morning, which was very, very early, but we managed to get down here. And even with the British transport system, we got here on time, which I'm amazed by, firstly. And then we got to walk around EGX for a good hour or so. It's amazing out there. So many cool games. And then we get to sit on stage all day and cast incredible League of Legends action. And I'm losing my voice by the end of today. It's gone.
Well, I'll carry you through like I always do, so don't worry. Anyway, we're about to get into this game, and I'm hoping we don't get another Master Yi jungle, but I'm almost certain the curse of the Master Yi jungle is going to come back to haunt us, and we're going to see.
Master Yi does love us at the moment.
He does, and it's always been terrible.
Yeah.
But hopefully, maybe someone can pick it and prove us wrong this time round.
Yeah.
So, what have you enjoyed about everything that's been going on today? I mean, I've just loved the fact that regular guys and girls can get up here, get in stage, and feel like what it's like, and every sort of pro to come and do this kind of tournament. I love the boxes are amazing, the gear is amazing, the casting desk is awesome.
I totally agree. I mean, it's a great bit of fun. Yeah, maybe you won't get picked on the first game that you show up, but you will get picked eventually. And it's so much fun to be able to get in those booths. Very hot, I must say, but they do have water and things in the booths. So much fun to be able to get in there and know that people are watching how well you play. And sometimes you'll do badly, sometimes you'll do well, but you'll always go down in infamy.
And that is the purple team just banning out Master Yi so we don't have to see him. Thank you, purple team.
Thank you, base god.
But anyway, we're going to see Yasuo, Trist, and Thresh banned away. I think Yasuo and Trist fairly meta banned at the moment. Thresh probably less so. And Leona first picked up here as Kha'Zix, Morgana, and Master Yi go away from the Pebble side bans.
Yeah, they're relatively normal bans. The Master Yi is a little bit on the edge,
no,
but
they did it. I'm sure they did it just for us. I'm going to expect that they just did it just for us.
Leona as well being picked up is really, really strong for this team. Like, she's got great engage. It sets their team up for a superb all-in team comp, and you need that AoE sort of damage to come out from the rest of your team. So Leona really sets the scene for a very all-in comp here from the blue side.
The only issue with Leona is she's very easily exploited in lane by ranged and good disengage AD carries. So Janna's still available, Nami's still up. All these kind of champions are really good at dealing with Leona. Also in a 2v1 situation, unless you're getting coordinated dives off, Leona's pretty poor in that situation too, because she can't really get onto the turret to do much damage either, as well as sort of get away with attacking champions close to the turret as well. And also her zoning potential is fairly lackluster, because the enemy champion will know he can get close enough to her while the AD carry's farming, so he can keep within experience range.
Mate, you've got to have presence in the lane. You have to have presence.
Support's
in the
so
lane.
easy, man.
So easy, man. We do see Irelia and Lee Sin being locked in here for the purple side. So Lee Sin obviously going to be the jungler. We used to see him mid lane, sort of mid-season 3, but he's definitely fits into that jungler role now.
Yeah, despite
Irelia going to the top lane as well.
I mean, he had some of his power shaved off. He was that really ultimate jungler. He had everything that you needed. He had gap closer, he had execute potential, he could counter jungle. But he's definitely been knocked down a notch and sort of left to the tier of players that can really play Lee Sin really well. Rengar being locked in. This is the first Rengar jungle I think we're going to see of the tournament.
Rengarino.
Yeah, the Rengarino. He's definitely been nerfed recently. He used to be extremely overpowered.
But no one knows how to play him.
Well,
he's really, really strong, but how many good Rengars, apart from Korea, can you name?
Well, I guess Insect, who's technically Chinese.
Right, Insect is technically Chinese. Okay,
everyone knows Dignitas Crumbs is the best Rengar in the world. Vayne actually being locked in. Risky lane, but they haven't picked up a Caitlyn or anything like that to try and completely counter it. But it's a jinx. It does quite well against Vayne. Once she gets 3 points in the Pow Pow, so she can get the extra increased range of her rocket launcher, she can really start doing some damage to her, as well as the execute potential of her rocket is amazing. Oriana and another Darius being hovered over here. Darius does do very well against Irelia.
I think if you're purple side here, you have to pick Janna. Like, it's just a perfect disengage for the Rengar, Oriana, Leona combo, and it helps you out so much with Jinx against Vayne. You get all that extra AD, you get the shield as well, and you can knock Leona back when she tries to engage in lane. Janna is a perfect support here.
Yeah, I mean, they'll need it really at post 6 lane in that bot lane where where the Rengar will be coming in and he'll get the ultimate. Nami's decent. Nami's like a hybrid Janna. She has the aggression potential of her kit, but she also has good disengage with that tidal wave, and obviously a little bit
not as reliable.
Not as reliable. You've got to hit that bubble to make sure you get in the disengage, but that's a scary bot lane with when you've got post 6 Rengar, post 6 Leona, and a post 6 Vayne. There's the lockup and the execute from all 3 of those in a gank could be incredible, and I'm not sure it's quite as scary for the purple side.
Well, I mean, hopefully the purple side support, this Nami, will prove me wrong. Like, I think Janna is a perfect pick, maybe just plays a bit more Nami. If you land those Aqua Prisms, if you get your tidal waves properly positioned, get the heal off with the ebb and flow, you can definitely win that lane versus Vayne Leona, but it's just not as strong as Janna, and that's the final thing I'm going to say about it. I've said my piece.
I know everyone's loving Janna right now with the world fever that's come over, but Nami is just as equally as good, and hopefully can use the Tidecall's blessing to exploit their range advantage once the couple of points come out in Pow Pow for Jinx. So
Definitely.
Vayne will be having a tough time if they play that lane right. Just depends on if they get locked up by Leona early on. Oriana picking up the exhaust there, which I think is a fairly standard pickup for her against Syndra, because you will be getting into range of Syndra enough to put it down, and then obviously Syndra makes it very obvious she's coming in for the all-in. If you're quick on your trigger fingers, you can get that.
It helps out against Lee Sin as well, who is going to be trying to gank her early. Like, if you get that level 3 gank in the mid lane, Lee Sin has a surprising amount of damage at level 3. If you can get that exhaust down, then command protect yourself, and it just keeps you that little bit safer. Lots of Orianas will go for either a heal or an exhaust in lane. You're not getting close enough to use your ignite. You're there really for your shockwave in the later game, and just to keep yourself safe when you're in lane.
I mean, Darius really spikes between 3 and 5 where he starts getting some points in Decimate, I think it is. He can do a lot of damage to Irelia. However, I think the 2v2 potential at top lane definitely in favour of the purple side. Lee Sin is just such an excellent 2v2 jungler when you're coming in for these 2v2 ganks. And obviously Irelia with the early CC that she provides, as well as potentially the true damage or the Blade Surge that she'll pick up. Definitely stronger than a Darius and Rengar. I mean, it definitely depends if Rengar can get empowered skills off there.
He needs to get that counter gank off. Lee Sin will definitely be coming into that top lane to try and gank Darius, because as you said, he's got a good early game versus this Irelia. If Rengar can properly time his counter ganks, Lee Sin will have all in with Sonic Wave as Nathan Strike combo, won't be able to escape because he'll safeguard Irelia. And then Rengar can come in with that thrill of the hunt, with that invisibility, and just melt someone really quickly. He's got bushes to play with.
That's post 6, but if we're talking about a level 3 2v2, which is like the sort of generic path you'll see junglers take, I mean, it's not so common now, they tend to go mid. But if you see that sort of level 2 2v2 top, definitely in favour of Irelia. If Lee uses his Sonic Wave at the right time, because obviously the lower health you target, the better off you are when you use it. And Rengar doesn't have that high of a damage potential unless he uses his empowered Q followed up by another Q. He doesn't have too much high damage potential early on in the game. And Rengar has a lot of build paths in the jungle too. You can either go that Feral Flare, stack it up, make sure you're just trying to get as many ganks off as you can. So obviously you're not the strongest ganker. You've got to be able to hit that empowered bowler strike to be able to make your ganks worth it. Or you can go straight for that Lizard Elder and then go into things like a bit more of a tank jungler. That's what we've seen in Korea. They don't even build Rengar unless they're winning and get ahead early. They build this like full tank Rengar, and you're literally there to hit your empowered bowler strikes, and then that's it.
They definitely need him as part of that team. They've got a relatively safe comp with Leona being able to disengage to some degree. Darius, if he builds tanky after that first damaging sort of Blade of the Ruin King Bilgewater item, he can be quite a tank, but we really need Rengar to be a tank for that team. Yes, he's going to be used as a ball delivery system to get that Oriana shockwave as far back as possible, but he then needs to be able to survive. He can't just get melted down.
My only worry for the blue side team is they've got the Vayne, and Vayne takes a while to ramp up. Unless she's getting ahead in lane, she's going to be waiting until about 25 minutes before she's doing the full damage potential that she can put out. Obviously, once you've hit the 2 or 3 item mark with Vayne, that's when you start to do damage. But it's not like Tristana. You don't pick up 2 items and suddenly you're a team fight god. You've still got your position well. You've still got to be, making sure your auto attack moving correctly. You're keeping yourself away from the threats of things like Syndra. And Aurelia is such a good anti-Vayne pick because she can stick to you like glue, and especially Frosty, you'll get that ice stick there. But I don't know. I genuinely prefer the purple side team comp here. I think it's more of a team fight orientated team comp. Lee Sin is really great at peeling. Syndra can burst anyone usually if she gets ahead. Jinx is a great AoE team fight AD carry just with the pow pow, and then. Nami provides so much control as well. And Aurelia just does what she does. She can jump in and be a threat while basically ignoring all CC with the stacking tenacity that she gets.
I think a big thing about it is that Jinx is really good late game as she gets towards tower pushes and pushing lanes, because that pow pow passive, as you said, gives you all that extra attack speed, and it just helps you push down the towers really quickly. And I think we're going to see a struggle here from blue side to actually get tower pressure down. You said Vayne really short range. Orianna does have a bit of extra damage on her auto attack.
The siege potential from blue side is awful. I mean, Vayne's a short range AD carry, then you've got Orianna, who's practically all of their siege, and you've got Darius, Rengar and Leona, all of which can't do damage to towers unless they're in melee range. And if you have melee champions, they're generally considered to be terrible at sieging because they've got a great dive comp, don't get me wrong. Like, if they want to dive the tower, go crazy, you've got the best dive comp. But if you want to siege, if you're not that far enough ahead to consider diving, then it's very odd for a siege comp, because obviously you've basically only got the Orianna. The rest of the Rengar, Leona and Darius all can't get in range of turrets, especially if they're equal.
Yeah. I smell something fishy here, X-Scoundrel. We see Nami in that top lane with Aurelia. Now, it's getting to the point where she wouldn't be able to get down to the bot lane in time now if she wanted to switch back round. Are we going to see a 2v1 against a Darius and Vayne left alone?
This is a really odd decision for me, unless Jinx is going to walk around the jungle with Lee Sin. Like, Jinx is going to be zoned just through the pure threat of a Leona engaging onto it. They're going to hit level 2 way before Jinx will able to. It does look like Nami is now heading back down, but she's going to be late to lane, so I'm not really sure what that decision was about now, as she's now heading down towards that bot lane. But she has taken the Aqua Prison first, and maybe if she can Aqua Prison herself, does give you the movement speed, so
and she's also gone for the Doran's Ring first, so she's going very aggressive on that.
That's interesting, because Nami's AP scalings are all terrible. So
most people I see on Nami tend to go for the Nomad's Medallion, ancient coin sort of route. You get that Talisman of Ascension early, and it gives you just that extra little bit of disengage. You can also go for Queen's Claim for the auto attack harassing lane, but Doran's Ring is a very odd build.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen it, to be honest. Not in rank play, not in professional play. I think maybe a little bit more of a heal out if you're leveling that W first, but it really depends what you're going to level first. The best AP scaling I think she has is on that Aqua Prison. Obviously that's hard to hit and has a high cooldown. If she levels it first, you don't really get too much out of it compared to leveling your Tychell's Blessing or leveling your Ebb and Flow. So
they need to be really careful in this bot lane, because Vayne and Leona have just hit level 2. The lane's pushing towards them quite nicely actually, because it means they can farm under this tower. Actually, Nami behind that.
And Jinx is really passive here. She's obviously very scared of that potential. And there's also definitely a little bit further behind on CS, and Nami doing the very helpful thing of auto-attacking and potentially they want her to auto-attack. Everyone loves an support that does that. In the meantime, Darius definitely doing a good job of getting some damage done onto this Aurelia. She did start a Doran's Blade, which is possibly a risky move against the Darius, but may have been better off starting that Crystalline Flask to give her the sustain that she needs, but has got teleport, so obviously if anything does go wrong, she does have the potential to get out of it. In the meantime, Lee Sin is on that top side.
Lion from the jungle, nice flash out there by Syndra just to get away from that bowler, and that's a good early gank from Rengar. You don't see that quite often.
I don't really think Syndra needed to flash that, but she was definitely going for it. Lee Sin in the meantime coming this top lane.
He's going to get that red buff proccing. He's waiting for the flash, and it will come out afterwards. Oh, counter flash with the red buff proccing. Will it be enough? No! Lee Sin burns his flash early and isn't quite able to pick up the kill on Darius, but does get that top lane and smash down.
I mean, it's kind of worth, because the lane is being frozen by Aurelia in that top side. Darius is now going to have to TP back. But he does have TP, so it's not the end of the world for Darius. And actually this is good for Aurelia, because you can see that wave is now slowly pushing towards that turret. But Darius is doing, I don't know, I'm not keen on people teleporting to minions when you can easily just teleport to the turret, but maybe he didn't want to miss out on that.
Downright Darius.
2 CS.
downright Darius from him right there. You do get a shortened cooldown, of course, if you teleport to a tower, and he wasn't really going to lose out on anything there, as you were saying. So,
but he has pushed it straight into the turret, and Aurelia hasn't yet responded. In fact, she's not actually going to teleport. She's going to try and walk up, but she will lose a lot of CS for this. Like
the big thing here is if she loses the siege.
Yeah, she may get there in time for the siege, but it is getting taken down now. It's going to be a race against time for Aurelia.
She's not going to get there in time. She will get the XP from it, but not quite in range to get the damage down onto it. Rengar coming for the mid gank again, clears out a ward, and Syndra is going to be able to back away. The bowler connecting, but not an empowered one, so just going to slow up a bit. Nice in the bot lane. Leona, there's a flash away from Jinx as well. He gets exhausted. Used the heal right at the last moment. Lee Sin coming in as well. I'm not sure the heal was necessary there, but does just keep him safe in that bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, the heal there was definitely not necessary. If Nami has that ebb and flow, definitely can sustain up over a period of a minute or so. So the Burtner summoning heal for potentially nothing there, but Jinx again, just so passive. She's almost half CS down to this Vayne, which is definitely not what you should be doing. You don't want to be giving a Vayne free CS in a free lane, because she's just going to become that unstoppable monster that everyone hates in that late game. In the meantime, though, Aurelia's definitely struggling again. She gets stopped in that top lane. She's half CS down as well. Every lane definitely going in favour of the blue side here, despite the potentially worst picks in terms of laning.
Well, we said they were sort of... The Darius is always going to be Aurelia.
Yeah.
Leona, Vayne...
Vayne should never.
Yeah, you should be ahead of Jinx in CS.
Vayne should never really win a lane. That is why Vayne is such a hard pick to play, because she just shouldn't win a lane due to her range and everything. In the meantime, though, Darius is going to be the subject of another gank here. The flash isn't available.
Yeah, hasn't got that flash available. There's the Sonic Wave. Nice equilibrium strike. Not going to get that stun up. Tries to pull him on the tower. Hemorrhage stacks are onto that Aurelia. Not going to be able to get anything out of that, I'm afraid. And they do just return to quarters. Ooh, that Zenith Blade was so close in the bottom lane.
Nice little play from Nami, though.
Oh, Rengar's coming up towards the top lane, though. He's going to try and count out on this Lee Sin, but Lee manages to keep himself safe and just backs right away.
Yeah, well, Lee needs to go focus on getting some farm now, because Rengar is a little bit ahead. He's picked up that Spirit Stone and will be hitting 6 a little bit before Lee if he's not careful. And once Rengar hits 6 and starts making his presence known across the map, it'll be very difficult for Lee to start making more of an impact, because obviously Rengar's weak jungle is his early part, because he doesn't have that gank potential. Thrill of the Hunt has a low cooldown really for an ultimate, so he can start spamming that once he's post 6 and will start doing real work across the map and hope probably be the focus in the spot lane and then potentially taking some dragons. The one thing I'm noticing Jinx isn't doing, she's not using her fish bones.
Yeah. Lots of lower level Jinx players don't understand the use of fish bones, if that makes sense. They're like, well, why should I use mana to auto attack minions? And it's about getting the harassment off at the same time. You attack the back line, you push the lane out against you a little bit, but you get that harassment down on your enemy.
I mean, I guess she's saving mana.
Yeah. Oh, she is full mana.
If she ever came in dire need of mana. Oh, she gets engaged on though here.
There's the Zenith. Nice acquisition. Going to go into Leona. So much damage coming on onto that Nami. The zap comes out, but hardly any damage in return.
I feel like that was a lot of damage for Zap.
No, she's leveling fish bones. It's fine. However, Nami is leveling up that Aquavism first. Already got 2 stacks in that, which is not what we commonly see from Nami players.
No, like you said, that might be to do with the fact that she's got that Doran's ring to start, so maybe want to make use of the fact that she's gone for a little bit of AP scaling here. I'll be very surprised if we saw a full AP Nami at the end of this game, but stranger things have happened.
It's true, we have seen 2 Master Yis, so...
I mean, that's not too strange. Master Yi without a feral fire.
Oh, Aquavism landing down to Leona. It's so low on this Jinx. One more might do it. No, not quite enough. There's the tumble. Oh, Ebb and Flow keeps her nicely sustained up and going to have to back away, but that was very, very close from this Leona Vayne bot lane.
Yeah, it looks like Darius is really starting to try and move on to this Aurelia, but she's just going to back off. She has got that teleport available if needs be. Looks like Rengar misses that bowler strike in the mid lane, so he's not going to make anything out of that gank there. In the meantime, Vayne just pushing her CS advantage further and further away from this Jinx. So,
yep, farming minions.
For an AD carry that should win, he's definitely having a tough time.
Yeah. We do see a ward placed in here by Lee Sin. Just getting that map awareness, understanding where Rengar is, because as soon as he gets close to you, you're not going to be able to see him.
Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle. Darius and Rengar did rotate across towards this red buff for the purple side. That's not there anymore. Lee Sin picked it up for himself, and It's been quite a slow start to this game. Here comes
Here
the hunt.
comes
They're going
Rengar.
to jump on, but here is Lee Sin. Flash away there. Syndra not quite in communication with her jungler. Nice Dragon's Rage kick with everyone going back, but Orianna still has Shockwave available if they want to use it. A little bit of miscommunication between mid lane and junglers there.
Yeah, the Shockwave could have come out while Thrill of the Hunt was still available, but he was just a little bit too far away from Orianna to get the ball on. And obviously, if you just suddenly make your ball disappear, then it's obvious that it's coming. So
Yeah.
does look like that was a failed Thrill of the Hunt there, and Lee was in a good position to, and a great Dragon Rage kick, knocking up both members of the blue side there, and still no first blood, but only a 500 gold advantage to the blue side. So despite everything we've been seeing, it's just the CS that's getting them the advantage so far.
Oh, there's the Zenith Blade and Aquavism misses. Here comes Vayne, exhausted, being popped down onto Jinx. Is this going to be the first kill of the game? It might be. No, the heal. Solar Flare doesn't quite connect. It's right at the edge. The Tycoon's blessing is there. Vayne flashes in one more, two, and it is the first blood for Vayne. Leona tanks up a tower shot. Here comes Lee Sin from the side. Aquavism hitting onto Leona. Here comes Lee. Is he going to be able to get any damage now? No, has to back away. Nice flash by Leona.
Yeah, Jinx not making too much use of the wonderful mechanic we know is auto attack moving and just trying to run away. So unfortunately, you're never going to run away from a Vayne with that Night Hunter passive. She is just going to chase you down. Vayne did burn flash though, so that's potential for Lee Sin to try and exploit. But Vayne now got a good chunk of gold. Once she gets that Blade the Ruin King, she's really hard to kill, really hard to lock down, and then we'll have that 1v1 potential if that ever comes in use. So
Irelia just teleported to a minion when the tower was there.
oh well, you know, I'm not going to go on about that pair hate in mine because I don't think it's ever going to get fixed. But Irelia definitely could have saved herself 60 seconds on that teleport cooldown, but obviously opted not to. In the meantime, Nami hasn't backed yet or picked up anything of use if she has backed, so she's probably sitting on a fair amount of gold. Maybe worth picking up a Sightstone.
500. She's actually sitting on the second most gold in the game at the moment. Only Orianna on the blue side has more gold in their pockets than her.
Yeah, and Nami needs to go and invest in some wards because the wards will be really helpful when trying to pick up where Rengar is going to be using from Thrill of the Hunt. And obviously now there's flashes down for Jinx, she's going to be a target. The heal's down too, so...
You know what almost costs 1,500 gold? Well, you know what costs a little bit more?
Needlessly large rod.
large rod.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what she's saying.
Is the rod going to get propped? Are we going to see a Roddy Nami? I think we might.
Zonya's or Rabadon's first Nami. DFG Nami.
DFG. Oh, Irelia's going to get dunked here. Noxian Guillotine is enough, and Darius picks up a kill. Second kill of the game there for blue team, and they're 1,500 gold in the lead now, tripling that gold advantage.
Yeah, Rengar was making his way up to the top lane to try and help out. Turns out he wasn't needed, so maybe seeing a Thrill of the Hunt gank in this mid lane. Is he going to pop it as he heads in? Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. There's Thrill of the Hunt. Syndra is not in a good position at all. He jumps onto her. The bowler misses though. Here's the shockwave, and that's the double Q from Rengar. Oh, nice Dragon's Rage kick there from Lee Sin. Syndra, Orianna very low. There's the exhaust as well. Does get the kill. Can he turn this? He can. Double kill for Lee Sin. Bot lane, however, is still fighting. Jinx getting taken down there by Leona. Vayne diving a little bit. Misses the activism there from Nami though, so he's able to dodge his way out. And it's 4 kills to 2. Lee Sin picking up a good double kill in the mid lane.
Yeah, he definitely did a good job of cleaning up there, but it does mean Syndra is going to be further behind. Rengar actually picking up equivalent sort of items to Lee Sin. Lee Sin's now going to have to make the decision as to whether he's going to be the one to carry this game. You can't carry a game with Lee Sin. It just is almost physically impossible unless you're a god at using those insects. Yeah, like insect. If you're a god, then you can do it. But,
this Darius is really doing work on Irelia in the top lane. Level 10 to level 8. And 82 CS to 55.
Irelia's actually said, I've had enough of this true damage. I'm going to go for an early Giant's Belt. I'm trying to figure out what she's going for with these two longswords, because obviously she benefits most from Triforce. That's obviously her standard build. She can go for the Cutlass out of that and into the Blade the Ruin King, but you don't I mean, it's great for Irelia, it's attack speed, lifesteal, and whatever, but it doesn't synergize as well as Triforce with her kit, because obviously she really benefits from that empowered auto attack as well as the increased movement speed when chasing people down from the Phage passive. But we could see a Blade the Ruin King here first. I mean, it's definitely possible. In the meantime, she is getting pulled in. Is she going to get dunked again? No. There's the stun. Otherwise, the first tower of the game has gone down to the blue side, lane and the other lane. But Lee Sin is possibly getting caught out here. Orianna is there.
Has got vision here. Lots of damage going down with the Mega. Nice Sonic Wave combo there. Dragon's Rage. Is it going to be enough? It does get the kill. Shockwave knocks up 2 though. Can Orianna turn this one around? Syndra still there. Has unleashed power. Is she going to use it? She is right there. Here comes Vayne. Solar Flare from the side. And a great bot lane rotation saves Orianna's life and picks up the double kill.
I mean, she had her shield, but she also leveled up during that fight, so got a little bit of extra help as she leveled up. So we're going to be fine either way. Another, so it's just like blue side again, doing a great job of just putting pressure on, winning their lanes. Darius actually doing a good job. He's going for a very sensible Darius build, which is you build a bit of early damage and then go tank. But in the meantime, Leona's getting bubbled up here. That's an early bubble. She could be going straight for that
Stun the
Jinx.
fish. Stun the fish. There is the tidal wave coming out. There's the exhaust as well on Nami. Vayne is going to keep chasing this one. Passive, of course, giving her the extra movement speed. They're going to go onto it. Acrobism misses. Here comes Lee Sin from the side. Orianna from the side. Is it going to be enough damage? They do get one.
Use your ultimate Jinx.
Onto Jinx. Jinx misses the super mega death rocket. Is it going to connect with anything? No. Flop. Off the side of the map and doesn't actually manage to get anything out of that one. Irelia getting dunked again in the top lane, down to her inner turret as well. Lee Sin onto Orianna. Is he going to be able to get away? Bowler, no! Dragon's Edge gets it. Vayne, nice condemn it to the wall, and Lee Sin's going to go down here. Vayne gets another kill for herself. 4-0-2 on her, and they're going to rotate to not the dragon. Going to rotate somewhere away from the dragon.
I mean, Dragon would have been the obvious sensible call here. Maybe Rengar is just clearing out that pink ward. Does look like that's the call from him here. So Rengar making his call of the wild, saying, come on, got to take out this big foe, the Dragon. Going to get another chunk of global gold, but they are going to give up that mid lane turret for it. Possibly the least of their worries, though, as they are a significant proportion of gold ahead at this time in the game.
2 turrets to 1 and that dragon as well.
And Vayne is going to be sitting on a lot of gold too, so she'll back and she'll finish that blade and king for sure, and then probably head towards either a Zeal or an Avarice blade, depending on whether she wants to go for that static shift.
Triforce Vayne.
Triforce Vayne.
Calling it. Triforce Vayne.
It is legit.
It works really well.
I don't know why more people don't build it. It seems to be the solo queue flavour of the month as well.
It's just the extra sheen box coming out from your tumbles.
Yeah,
as well.
tumbles. It depends if you level tumble first though. There's 2 build paths for Vayne. You level tumble first, you level true silver bolts. But anyway, it looks like Darius is now going to be the point of a
But here comes the rest of this blue team. Darius is not in a good position. Here comes Rengar and Vayne. Superb rotations again by the blue side. Thrill of the Huntsman pop. Lee Sin jumps away. Bowler doesn't quite connect, and they do manage to get one of their teammates out of that fight. But 5-man blue team rotations really helping them out a bunch. Syndra, you are not long for this world. Flashes away, does manage to keep himself alive. Lee Sin trying to go on Super Mega Death Rocket. How on earth do you get that through the gap? That was gorgeously done. Lee Sin going to jump in. Shockwave hits 2. Nicely done. Vayne picks up 1. Aquapism knocking up the Orianna. There's the tidal wave as well. Not going to connect with anyone. This bot lane are missing everything at the moment. Vayne is there as well. Jinx very, very low, and it's 11 kills to 4. They're going to push down this mid lane. Darius has gone back. And it's this huge advantage for the blue team.
Yeah, Monte Cristo would be proud of these OG and TSM rotations coming out of the blue side here. They've definitely been working well as a team, taking on global objectives and just snowballing their gold lead to near enough 7k at this point. Massive gold lead for 17 minutes. It's going to be difficult for a red team to get back into this, because what they need is a little bit of time to farm, a little bit of time to get some gold together, but none of them are hitting the item thresholds really, apart from possibly the Cinder who's picked up that Athene's and Holy Ground. That is a needlessly large rod on the Nami.
Yeah, I do feel like she's not quite helping her team as much as she could do.
Maybe she was not too keen on being a traditional support and wants to go for the extreme tidal wave.
Yeah, extreme tidal wave could work out, and the ebb and flow, of course, does give you that extra heal with all the extra AP. Not the best scaling in the world, but it does scale.
But it does mean there will be very little to no wards for Red Sea. We are seeing.
Lee Sin has a Sightstone, it's fine.
Lee Sin's got a Sightstone, so Lee Sin's going to be doing the work of his support here. Not sure that's the most legit of routes for him, but obviously the Sightstone does help him out with those safeguard ward jumps. Obviously we're so keen on seeing. It looks like he's going to go for.
Oh, he's going to go for it. Nicely done. Oh, Dragon's Edge kicks nicely, but Orianna, is she going to go down? One more transcendent blades across the wall. Irelia picks up
that was such a premeditated insect. Yeah. He hit the Qs without the vision and jumped to the ward, but it was so good to see. And then the transcendent blades, nicely aimed across the wall for Irelia, picking up that easy kill there. Don't know how much it's going to do, but Vayne at the moment, she's in a very precarious position, but there is a turret, and Scatter the Weak isn't going to land here. She is trying to defend this solo. Going to get some backup from Leona there as she starts to move down towards the spot lane. I wouldn't put bets against Vayne and Leona to clear up a 14 fight at this point, with the way that Vayne is at the moment with a PS sword and a bow. She's definitely snowballing towards that late game. Powerhouse,
rolling towards it very quickly, tumbling towards late game, you might
aren't
even say.
You just a freak incarnate?
We do see Lee Sin and Darius facing up in the top lane. They've decided to leave each other alone. Lee just needs to farm up his jungle, try and get himself to a position where he can help out his team. Like, he's 4-3-1. He's the only one in his team really showing up well at the moment.
I mean, he's been having a great game, and he's obviously had the extra money to invest in the Sightstone. He's not built any more AD right now, so he's not going to be in the strongest of positions, but he's sitting on 1,200, so near enough heading towards a Brutalizer potentially. Yeah. It sounds bad, but is ideally the only way he can go to carry his team from here. The tank route is just not going to do enough against the Vayne because he just will shred through tanks. You need to go something that has execute potential, and he's picked up that giant spell, so he's already heading down towards that tank route.
I think the problem is as well, Irelia has picked up a Sunfire Cape first.
Yeah.
Now it does give her that tankiness and give her a little bit of extra ability to stay in team fights, but she's not doing a huge amount of damage. Like Irelia needs that Triforce or Blade of the Mooing King to get herself going. Nice death blade onto Syndra. Vayne, oh, the Solar comes out as well. There's the Nami wave, gonna hit up 3. Lee Sin from the side. Vayne actually flashes away. Nice Dragon's Rage kick there. There's the exhaust as well. So Link Death Rocket does connect, but from very short range. Here comes Thrill of the Hunt. They're trying to flash in. This team fight is all over the place. Lee Sin is off to the side. Irelia is there. Leona hits up 1. He does go down to Jinx though, and they're going to jump onto Lee Sin. He will flash away. Will he be able to get all the way away? Yes, he will with a nice safeguard war jump. Jinx coming in the side though. Jinx is not the best position. Here comes Vayne. So much damage. Does walk into those flame chompers though, and he gets set on fire. Darius, meanwhile, farm in that top lane.
Takes that top lane turret. Is the true split push gods would approve of, taking a turret while the team fights are going on, not giving too many worries about that.
Double lift approves.
Double lift approves indeed. Anyway, as we're going to see a further gold lead stretch out here, up to 8k now between the two teams at 20 minutes. Blue team running wild, doing everything they want at the moment and have complete control of the map with the vision. There's only...
Oh, Syndra, you're not in a good position here at all. Darius executes so much damage from Noxie and Guillotine. And you talked about it, ward coverage, wards save lives.
Wards save lives indeed, kids, if you're going to take a lesson in that. Anyway, it does look like Darius, he's picked up the boots of swiftness. Now, that's something we've been seeing from all of our top laners today.
Mate, you've got to get around the map quickly. You've got to be swift.
You've got to be swift. And it looks like Leona tries to engage on the Lee Sin here. They could look for an engage, but essentially there's a lot of gold on their teams. They went back and bought. I love that bag actually, the face of the mountain bag, where you think you've got 6 stacks, but it's just a visual bag. You still only got 4. But not that anyone ever lets the supports use their face of the mountain bag. But there's an engage.
There is the engage. Solar Flare is available if she wants to use it, but not going to go all out on that one. She hasn't actually got a Sightstone yet, Leona, which is slightly surprising to me. She's got a lot of gold. She's going for the Iceborne Gauntlet route as well, but I feel like a Sightstone would help them out, even though they have great ward coverage already.
I guess she's buying wards, which is
anyway, they're going to go on to Lee Sin. Dragon's Rage kick. The shockwave's not going to connect. Lee Sin is going to melt though, and this should be a free dragon for the blue team if they do decide to take it.
Very good dragon control. The best way to take a dragon in games is get a pick beforehand or get a gank off in that bot lane and then move off to the dragon, because you just know the other team can't compete. A pick on the jungler is the most ideal because it's not a real potential of a threat if your smite's going to be there. Obviously the smite for Orianna wasn't the best there. It does look like a Rabadon's is the point of call for this Nami. She could be waiting around for the combination gold if she's sitting in base right now. We'll probably just check how much gold she's got. Yep, she is indeed waiting around for that combination gold. I think it's 840 is the combination, so she's going to pick that up.
I should grab. Oh no!
She's actually waiting for a Sightstone.
I think it's 740 for Rabadon's.
740.
I think so. Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm talking about, obviously.
It's as if you were, paid to class. We do see Nami picking up that Sightstone, so she is going to get a little bit more vision for her team, and they direly need it at the moment. 15 kills to 6 down, 11,000 gold is the difference. They've lost 2 dragons, 4 turrets to 1 as well, and the Vayne is scary, going for Infinity Edge next.
I really like the Ravenous Hydra pickup on Darius as well. It gives him that lifesteal, and the wave there as well to go with his Decimate is amazing. I just want to highlight why this build on Irelia is really bad. Irelia is one of these champions that scales so incredibly well at attack speed, and she's just innately tanky as a champion as it is. She's got good base health. She has that passive which gives her stacking tenacity, which stacks with Mercury Treads and Zephyr's tenacity. Yeah. So essentially, if you're in the midst of a team fight, you cannot lock her down at all. When you have no attack speed and all you've got is a tank item, you don't really pose that much of a threat. Yeah. You don't have the ability to put the true damage down, which is where all of Irelia's power comes from. At level 9, she's one of the scariest champions in the game because she does a ton of true damage per hit. She's probably one of the highest damage.
You are not in a good position. Can he say got away? No, not able to get away from that one. And Darius is on a rampage. She's doing very well.
What part of Britain is he from?
A rampage.
Anyway, and it's just building a tank item first is one of those last resort builds. I feel like she wasn't that far behind that she needed to go down that route, because obviously Lee Sin was opting to go for the semi-tank route as well. So just a sincere lack of damage here. But Orianna's picked up the death cap, so she's actually only. So sorry, I'm looking on the other side. Syndra's going towards her sort of high damage route. She's picked up the sorcerer shoes and she's going towards the Zhonya. So she still do a fair amount of damage. And maybe, just maybe, this Rabadon's Death Cap Nami, or the potential Rabadon's Death Cap Nami, will be the saving grace of the purple team.
It's quite possible, but not probable in my experience.
I would agree, but I was maybe looking for a glimmer of hope on the purple side.
Of hope there for the purple team. Will we see them being able to bring this game back into contention? Because at the moment, blue team have all of the map control, they have all the objectives, and they are just slowly pushing themselves towards the nexus of the purple side. Flameton's coming down. Jinx is going to try and fight against Darius. She does 0 damage. Jinx is going to melt the hemorrhage stacks. Darius has tanked up about 6 tower shots, and the rest of the red team are trying to rotate onto this. He does have to flash away. Orianna is there with him as well. They should be able to retreat from this one. Oh, Sonic Wave not quite connecting there. And the rest of the blue team are going for the backup.
Yeah, I mean, Shockwave was available for the disengage if she needed it, but now they're all grouped up. Now they're going to look to push down this mid lane. And there's so much damage coming up. No one is really that tanky apart from, oh dear, Nami.
Anyone want fish and chips? Because we're going to get a very dead cod right there.
Nami's a cod.
Yeah,
Nami was a
that's actually Koi Nami, so technically Japanese. Okay. But we'll have some. We'll have some Japanese.
Still not a cod, is it?
No. Okay. Well, sushi. We'll have sushi tonight. It'll be fine.
Anyways, there is literally the only tank item on the blue side right now is that Sunfire Cape. Everyone else is just pure damage. I mean, Leona's gone for a little bit of tank with the Glacial Shroud, but obviously there's no raw health and stats there. They're just looking to blow people up in these team fights, and Leona's even looking to try and solo out this league team. Maybe not the smartest of moves.
1v1. Solar Flare comes out. Can the support take out the jungler? I don't think it'd be possible, but we do see there's the fun lab by Vayne. Ash missed there by Lee Sin, and it's going to be a kill for Orianna as she comes round now. If I were Lee Sin in chat, you said it was 1v1. What are you doing?
I know. I would have said 1v1 final destination box only. I would have brought that up. But no, it looks like it's definitely snowballing well out of control here for the purple team. And actually Darius is just solo pushing this top lane, actually taking tower shots and transcendent blades to the face before really caring. He'll probably just go to the golems or go back and heal up and try and do the same thing again.
He's 3 levels and 120 CS ahead of his lane opponent.
I mean, he's just had that time to farm. Aurelius tried to roam around the map, which is what you need to do when you're behind. You need to say, okay, I can't lane versus my opponent. I'm probably just going to feed if I do. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving around the map and try and making plays with my teleport, try and making plays with potentially having tier 2 boots, although Aurelia hasn't finished those, and try and come in with your Blade Surge and try and get ganks off to be a secondary jungler, because that's the point where you need to sort of sometimes sit down and say, I'm so far behind, if I stay in lane, I'm just going to feed even more. So, but she's tried, and she hasn't fed Darius herself, so she's just.
You can blame it on the team. It's fine.
She's blame it on the team. Blame it on her noob jungler.
Absolutely fine. We do see Leona backing away in this bush. Lee Sin is farming up his rates, and the teams have sort of settled into an equilibrium at the moment. It's sort of like, well, every couple of minutes you guys will kill one of the purple team, and then you'll farm for a bit, and then in a couple of minutes you'll kill another one of us, and then you'll farm for a bit. And blue team, I think, could just group mid and take it out here.
I mean,
but they're not
blue
really
team
doing
could
it.
probably take Barret and push mid and end the game at this point. They're just that far ahead. But they obviously wanting to stretch this out a little bit further. They want to farm up the kills, want to show off some flashy plays. Obviously, Vayne, the AD carry, everyone wishes they knew how to play, but often very, very rarely do. But this Vayne's doing a good job.
Oh, there is a fight here. They're going to go on to Irelia. He's going to go very low, but the Darius does get taken out. Rengar is trying to get onto Cinder from the side. Actually, Orianna picking up one. Irelia's trying to fight against this Orianna. She's going to get taken out as well. Vayne gets the double kill in the bot lane, and Irelia's going to go down. It's an ace here for the blue side, and they only lose Darius.
I mean, that just shows you how strong they are across the board against every one of their opponents right now. It's just not even a competition in some senses, and it just looks like blue side are going to run away with this now. Top lane inhibitor almost certainly going to be exposed to go down. Bottom's probably going to expose that bottom side inhibitor turret. It's just no way back to the other team. Now, I hate to say it when I see games, but 15k, 28 minutes. I mean, blue side can just have their way at the moment.
They can do whatever they want. We do see the Zeal being picked up as well onto that Vayne, so probably going to build that to a static Shiv, although you can see Phantom Dancers as well coming out from Vayne. I'm still hoping for Trinity Force.
I still love the really unorthodox Nami build. I don't think it's useful, but it's very, very interesting to see.
Well, she's got enough gold for Rabadon's, so if she was going to go for Rabadon's Death Cap, she should have got it on that back. well, I say back the death when she died.
Or maybe she's saving it for something else.
Yeah,
maybe she's just tricking us.
Maybe she wants another needlessly large rod.
Just
more rods, more power.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
But in the meantime, Leona's picked up a frozen fist, or iceborne gauntlet rather, so she'll be so powerful when engaging. Obviously she gets the auto attack proc when she uses her shield of daybreak, so stun and slow at the same time, so wonderful damage coming out there, as well as the CC potential, and that's 3 items for Vayne. That's a goodbye.
Oh, nice stun actually on from her. There's Aurelia as well. Jinx is here. Are they going to be able to close onto the Darius? Dragon has gone down, of course, for their Rengar, who we saw
boost of swiftness coming out here.
Boost of swiftness are working so hard for Darius at the moment. Here comes Lee Singer. Is he going to be able to go in? He does safeguard across. Oriana's there as well. She's quite low though. Are they going to be able to get onto that? No, here comes Rengar with the thrill of the hunt. Vayne is chasing as well. He's popped the final hour. A bit of miscommunication. Vayne gets pinged to back away. None of his team were following up.
Yeah, I mean, that was possibly sort of like, yeah, let's go kill them, let's go kill them, let's go kill them, and then they turned around at the last moment. But they probably could have done. It wouldn't have taken much for the team to collapse and probably win the game. And I kind of foresee that where that thread is going right now is, you know, all it's going to take is possibly even a 45 from Blue side. They're just that far ahead. I mean, Vayne, 3 items at 30 minutes is where you want to be.
Huge.
Where you want to be in an ideal Vayne game. If everything goes according to plan, if you don't get shut down in lane, the 3 items at this stage of the game is just amazing for her. She synergizes with that attack speed. She's got the crit coming out from Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge. She's just going to be a monster in these team fights, and there's no one really on the side of purple team that can deal with her. I mean, Aurelia doesn't have the damage, doesn't have the levels even really to do anything about it.
Syndra's going to get totally caught out here. Uses the Zhonya's, but she's going to go down straight away when she comes back. Darius picks up that. They're going to go in. Oh, they tower diving. Darius is. He is a man. They get the tower down anyway. They're going to go for the inhibitor turret here in the middle lane. Lee Sin having to rotate up towards the top. He has not had fun after going well in the early game. He's now 4-7-2. Darius is going to go in. There's the Nami wave. The shockwave was gorgeous. Wow. Double kill for Oriana. Lee Sin is still alive. The solar flare comes out and misses. They're going to go onto Aurelia on the backline. Vayne is there pounding away onto Lee Sin. He's going to go down very, very quickly. Going to turn it around onto Aurelia, and that is another kill picked up for Oriana. Quadra kill for her. Who stole the Penta? Who was it? We want to know right now. 29 kills to 7. This is going to be the game for the blue side.
I have a feeling it was Darius.
Darius.
I mean, we should have had an extra prize with a Penta kill there. But it wasn't to be. Oriana
don't give Darius a prize.
Darius can't have his prize. Let's take that away from them.
This is going to be the Nexus going down for the blue team. Well played to them. 29 kills to 7. Actually, they're trying to get the final kill on Syndra. I don't think it will do it. But 29 kills to 7. And all credit to the blue team. They played superbly.
I mean, it's blue team has done really well for our cast here at Gfinity, Play Like a Pro. So again, they're continuing the trend of that blue side advantage. They've been having a crazy good game, and that was just a complete stomp by that blue team. They played it so well. The Rengar jungle, a couple of mishaps in the early game, but they really got that Vayne rolling. And again, the Leona pick, like he said, coming up big for the blue team that side. We're going to hand over to our presenter for the prizes.
So we have our winning team. And that is our friends on the right. Give them a round of applause. All right, t-shirts, t-shirts, t-shirts. The important topic of t-shirts. And also, you might see we've got some nice little squishy gear from Riot as well. Don't forget your cards either. Congratulations, congratulations. Nice. How was it? Did you have fun?
It was really good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Nice. Anyone got any team tactics to pass on to future players?
We just ward and communicate.
Nice. Communication, guys, is key. Nice. Congratulations. If you'd like to cheer them off stage. Sweet. And then commiserations to our losing squad. You did brilliantly. You fought your hearts out. Round of applause for them. And they still get cards and lovely squishy treats. Got to play like a pro. And so, I think we are doing another match. But for now, we're going to take a little break. But there's a spare t-shirt here. So before we go on a break, spare t-shirt away! All right, guys. You stick Sorry? Oh, and so at the end of this little announcement, they're going to be, the Riot guys are going to be tossing some swag into the crowd. So stick around on the break, and you might catch some swag in the meantime. Thank you, and we'll see you shortly.
Bye.